Welcome on the audio side of things, Del Val and Widener. First play from scrimmage of the fourth possession for the Pride is Chris Randall for a couple. And that'll bring up a second at about 8 for Widener. Touchdown on the second drive of the game for Del Val as the Aggies were able to block a kick and then convert on the short field. Widener answered right back with a nice long drive. James Gillespie with a couple of big catches, including a touchdown. And since then, we've traded empty drives. McGackey fakes play action or throw across the middle is too hot for his intended receiver as he throws a fastball past Ty Holbert, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8. That would have been an exceptionally good catch there for Colbert if he was able to somehow come up with it. Check in a second, I believe so. Yep, it's up. 3rd and 8 for the Pride. McGackey out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. They're going to hand it off to Bauer. Bauer gets a block, and boy, he is very close to the first down. He's 2 yards short before Anthony Tedesco makes the tackle as the Pride very nearly picked it up on 3rd and long, and they'll punt it away, but Bauer has looked really impressive running the ball here. I'll check on Bauer's numbers, but I'm pretty sure he's got the most yards of anybody running against Del Val in a long time, and we're not even to the half yet. Racksack, 1 blocked, 1 nearly blocked. He's back for his 3rd punt here on 4th and 2. Long snap count. Pride hoping for some help on a penalty. Floater comes back, and Racksack gets it away. Wind aided, takes a bounce at the 30, and Barksdale will have it kick off his fingers and then go out of bounds. So the Aggies will get the ball deep in their own territory and take back over with 7:27 to play in the second quarter of a tie game. Scoreboard update for you. Stevenson and Lycoming are tied at Goose Eggs down in Owings Mills, Maryland. 1st and 10 here for Del Val from their own 24, and it's going to be 1st and 15 on another false start penalty by the Aggies. Handoff as Mario Nigro fights his way forward. He got everything that the Aggies lost on 1st down on the penalty back and 1 yard more. So a 6-yard gain there for Nigro. Two teams that are very good, very stout against the run here. Given up over 100 yards of rushing combined. Del Val now with 67 on the ground. Widener with 46. Under 7 minutes to play. 2nd and 9 for the Aggies. As Davis comes in motion. Fontana fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and not much there. Maybe a yard. That's it. That'll be 3rd and long coming up here for Del Val. Fontana's numbers so far, 7 for 12 with an interception, 44 yards. McGackey, 4 for 10 with a touchdown, 52 yards. 3rd and, well, you could charitably call it 8 for Del Val. Fontana, play action fake, has some time, pass thrown, catch is made. Dan Allen, 1st down. As the tight end across the middle makes the catch at the 42-yard line, and the Aggies pick up about 16 yards and a 1st down. Matt Alkaneski making the tackle there, one of the freshmen for Widener. And he's giving up about half a foot on Dan Allen there. 1st and 10 for the Aggies. They keep the ball and move the chains. Nigro, stiff arm, stays on his feet, and Mario Nigro grinds out a very hard-earned 2 yards as he had to fend off Mike Mataluna there, the senior from New Jersey. Second and 8 for Del Val, 5:20 to play in the first quarter. Both teams able to get on the board in their first couple of possessions, and now it's been a defensive struggle since. Second and 8. Fontana fakes the handoff to Simmons. He's under pressure, and he will somehow escape looking, and now Fontana will run and scamper out of bounds for about 4 yards. Fontana somehow avoids getting sacked by Owen Kramer, and he'll pick up, again, about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4. Fontana have been sacked 14 times this year. .439 to play. Aggies going against the wind. Game tied at 7. Fontana takes a snap, and he will just run and right into the arms of Kramer. That time, Kramer was right there. So missed him a second ago, but not there. Kramer drops the hammer, and the Aggies lose 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 6, and the Pride defense gets off the field. Kramer is the defensive end. He's good. He's just a sophomore, too. So the Widener offense will get the ball back here. Snap comes back to Miller. He gets it away. Good kick. Fair catch made by John Bauer at his own 18. And the Pride will bring the offense back out with 3:45 to play in the first half. I want to welcome those of you who switched over from the video feed. Again, we'll see if we can get that fixed for you. But for now, we'll call the game the old-fashioned way here. 1st and 10 for Widener. Tied at 7. 3:45 to play. McGackey with it looks like Tahir Cruz to his right. Gillespie to the top of the formation. And McGackey with good time. Play action fake. Now throws across the middle and incomplete as he was looking for Zach Van Skovich. Good defense there by Del Val's Justin Harris. Or excuse me, that's Jameer Pravard, who did not bite on the double move. Widener with 98 yards of offense, Del Val with 132. Teams are combined 3 for 10 on 3rd down. 2nd and 10. McGackey's faked, pass is thrown, incomplete, as it's tipped off the hands and some pushing and shoving after the play, and the Aggies fortunate not to get a 15-yard penalty there as Dante Mason flirting with disaster. Ball was intended for Ty Holbert, threw it too high. It'll be 3rd and 10. Trips to the top of the formation. Gillespie alone to the bottom of the formation. And McGackey will slow things down. 20 on the play clock as the Pride are a no-huddle offense. Handoff, and this is Tahir Cruz for a couple, but well short of the first down. Ryan Barrett, one of the senior linebackers, makes the tackle, and it'll be 4th and about 7, and the Pride's punting unit comes back out onto the field. Make of this what you will, but Daquan Bohannon is getting warmed up on the sideline for Del Val, the backup quarterback. Racksack takes his time. Still 9 on the play clock. High snap, handled, and Racksack blasts it away. Caught at the 41 by Barksdale, and Barksdale is gang tackled by about 7 different guys for the Pride. That was exceptionally well covered. Barksdale has 3 punt returns for scores this year, but he had about 3 inches to go before he was grabbed by the left ankle and then dragged backwards like it was a tractor pull. 1st and 10 for Del Val from their own 41. About 13 different guys for Widener you could give that tackle to. Bit of an exaggeration. 1st and 10, Anthony Fontana is still out there at quarterback for Del Val. Senior in his first season as a starter. And play action fake. Fontana will throw, looking down the field. He's looking for Nelson, and it's caught. And Nelson at the 10, at the 5, touchdown. Aaron Nelson makes the basket catch around the Widener defender, shifts from reverse to forward with his feet, and finds pay dirt. It is a 59-yard touchdown throw, and the Aggies lead 13-7. Fontana threw a beautiful bomb against the wind, and Nelson hauls in his 5th touchdown of the season. Extra point coming here, Restaino out of the hold of Timothy Lawless. Shane Orris, the long snapper. Snap is there, hold is there, kick is away, it is up, and it is good. And so the Aggies, with 2:28 to play here in the first half, take the lead back. It's Delaware Valley 14 and Widener 7. Sorry. Now Fontana with an impressive show of arm strength, throwing it into the swirling winds, with the ball splashing down in the hands of Aaron Nelson, the Aggies' speed demon receiver, and the Aggies take one play to go 59 yards. Restaino to kick the ball away. You've got Tahir Cruz and John Bauer back to receive the kick. Gillespie is normally a kick returner, but he's too valuable to risk in that part of the game. Restaino against the wind. Short kick, it's dropped by Bauer, who finds the handle at the 20 and then finds himself swarmed by 4 different Aggies. So Bauer, maybe he took his eyes off of it to look and see who was coming, and by the time he picked up the bouncing ball, who was coming was there. They're going to mark him for... Now they're going to say that he's all down all the way back at his own 17. So no forward progress for Bauer. Maybe he did not have a firm grip on the ball until he was finished off. Anthony Thomas and Timon Williams with the tackle there for Del Val. 2 seniors. Thomas was a first-team all-conference safety a year ago. Pride now down 7 by 7 points. Handoff to Randall, and Randall runs into the line where he stood up without much of a place to go. Vincent DeLeo, that's Billy Walsh who makes the tackle. Pickup of 2 on the play. Walsh, part of the Brick Wall Brigade, that is the Aggies defense. They've got 4 different guys right up the middle from Brick, New Jersey. The 2 Nobile brothers, Billy and Blaine Netterman. And all 4 of them will probably, 3 of the 4 will be all conference, and again, Nobile will likely be player of the year. Anthony, having only played a couple of games, is not going to get that honor this year. 2nd and 7, McGackey takes the snap, throw underneath, ball is deflected. Well, ball was deflected at the line and then deflected off the defensive player. So Ryan Barrett, once he saw the ball tipped at the line by 94, I think it's Ethan Wright. No, it was, okay, it's Anthony Nobile. So once that happens, it's a free ball. Third and 7 for the Pride now. McGackey, 4 of 13. Aggies with a 4-man front, with Vincent DeLeo as one of them. McGackey fakes, pass thrown underneath, catch is made, first down Widener at the 35 at Del Val and down to the 37. So good protection, great delivery from McGackey, and Ty Holbert with the pickup of about 20 yards. Clock winding here, Widener with all 3 timeouts, 1:18 to play, and now that they've got a first down, they'll move with some urgency. And officially a gain of 18 yards there as Justin Harris makes the tackle. First and 10, McGackey takes a snap. Under pressure from the Nobile brothers, throws across the middle, catch is made. And a timeout made as the catch is made at the 46-yard line of Del Val. And that's the Pride's first timeout called with 56 seconds to play in the first half. Offensive line here is young but really good for Widener as they're giving McGackey all the time he needs. Pride trying to get things equal here in the Keystone Cup rivalry game, a rivalry that has been really dominated by Delaware Valley over the last couple of seasons. Widener definitely has the all-time lead. But the Aggies have won the last 3 Keystone Cups. Last time Widener won was that season where the Aggies and the Pride played each other for the conference title when both teams were undefeated and ranked in the top 15. That was back in the days of Aaron Wilmer and Rasheed Bailey. That was their senior season. Widener went into the playoffs, ended up losing in the national quarterfinals to Linfield College out of McMinnville, Oregon. Delaware Valley lost a heartbreaker at home on the final play of the game to Christopher Newport. First and 10 for the Pride here, 56 seconds to play. Aggies lead by 7, but the Pride on the march. McGackey takes the snap. Again, good time, pass thrown, catch made. 30, 25, 22, and I think he'll get out of bounds. Yes, he does. That is James Gillespie who makes the catch and gets out of bounds to preserve the Widener first down. That play only took 8 seconds and consumed about 25 yards. McGackey with all day to throw the ball. 48 seconds. Pride at the Del Val 22 now. McGackey drops back, pass thrown across the middle, and deflected at the line, incomplete. So, second and 10 coming up. 43 seconds to play, but 2 timeouts, that's not too much of an issue at this point. McGackey looking over at his offensive coordinator again. Nathaniel Hodge, who won 2 titles at Mary Hardin Baylor, 16 and 2018, last season. McGackey takes a snap, rolling under pressure, pass is thrown and thrown short as Michael Nobile applies the pressure, and McGackey, a pair of 7s running from each other there, and it'll bring up 3rd and 10. 38 seconds to play. Fans on their feet. This is probably 2-down territory anyway, although the wind has tapered off just a touch. Pride at the Del Val 22. Closing minute of the first half. Pass is thrown, catch is made by Gillespie, who ricochets off a man, and he will be very close to the first down. They're going to say he's a yard short. Boy, Gillespie is really good. Pride will take their second timeout. It's going to be 4th and 1 with 27 seconds to play, and the Pride, I'm almost certain, are going to go for it. It helps that I'm sharing the same press box as the Widener coaches are. Okay, we'll switch. We'll switch over at the half. Back to video. We'll bring you pictures for the second half, but with the dramatic closing half minute here of the first half, we'll keep it with the audio broadcast. 27 seconds to play. Pride need to get about 1.5 feet for a first down. Interesting to see what they want to do here. Do they try and run and pick it up and then call a quick timeout? They have one left. Or do they just stay through the air where they've been most effective on this drive? This drive started at the 14 for Widener. At the 17, 8 plays for 69 yards so far. 4th and 1. McGackey will at least continue to run that same traditional formation for Widener. It's a shotgun set on 4th and short. McGackey hands the ball off and a first down for Chris Randall. And the Aggie's saying he didn't get it, but he's got it by about a yard. So the ball will get reset here. Fans don't like it, but that's not even a particularly tough call to make. He was clearly across the first down marker. Clock restarts, 19 seconds. Pride do not use that last timeout, not yet. 13 seconds now. McGackey with the snap. Quick throw, and that's got to be pass interference. Wow. Wow, the Aggies dodge a bullet there as Harris was basically just tackling Gillespie instead of playing the ball. So the Aggies get a big break there, 6.5 seconds, as Gillespie had no chance to catch the ball. He was getting tackled before it was there. Pride now have to go to the end zone, you would think. 2nd and 10. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Gillespie drops, or pass thrown across the middle. Catch is made. No touchdown. He's stopped, and the clock stopped with 0.3 seconds to play as Widener has it 1st and goal, but it's really one play to get 2 yards. What a great catch there by Ty Holbert, I believe. And I think Blaine Netterman gets the tackle. Great catch by Holbert. And the Pride will have one play to get 2 yards and try and get even here, trailing 14-7. Took a little bit to call the timeout, but wouldn't have mattered because it was going to be a matter of just 1/10 of a second one way or the other. So the Aggies had a very similar situation to this earlier this year on offense, where they had it 4th and goal from the 2 on the last play of the first half against Kings. Scored, got the ball back to start the second half, scored again, and that vaulted them to victory. Widener here hoping to do the same thing. 0.3 seconds, have to get 2 yards for the touchdown, and Del Valle is going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Again, we're sharing the press box with the Widener defense or Widener coaching staff, as is always the case here at Del Valle. So get ready for an emotional response one way or the other. Widener concentrating all of their offense here into 2 possessions, but that's all they need as Del Valle only has 14 points. .3 seconds to play. Again, this is one play to try and get 2 yards and get into the end zone and tie the game at the end of the first half. McGackey with Tahir Cruz, I believe, to his left. McGackey takes a snap, fakes to Randall, quick throw, and it is caught, touchdown! Gillespie makes the one-armed touchdown. I told you, get ready for an emotional reaction. There was a penalty on the play, but it didn't matter. Gillespie makes the one-handed touchdown grab anyway. He is something else. Yeah, there's the penalty call, which is... As the Aggies, I mean, you knew where the ball was going, and you still couldn't stop it. Second touchdown of the half for Gillespie. Extra point coming. And the Pride, a swing of the leg away from tying this up at 14 apiece going into the locker room. Snap is there, hold is there, kick is away, and it is a wobbler and just good. Wow. So the Pride do get the game tied on the final play of the first half, and your score at the break, it's Delaware Valley 14 and Widener 14. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll come back on the video side for the second half.